Hello, I am Amanda Wagner, and I help people who want to make a name for themselves doing something that matters. Now, what I just shared is an example of where I started, right? So, where I started in the beginning of this program with Wendy was kind of bumbling over my words. I kind of know what I'm saying, but I'm not totally sure. And if you're like me, you are seeing countless sponsored ads about like growing your email list or filling seats in your courses. And I get how tempting that is. That said, if you're like me, you probably have that niggling feeling of like, but what am I sharing in my emails? And what's this course that you're talking about that I know I'm supposed to build, but I don't really know what it is? So these resources are putting the cart before the horse. And to me, if you want actual real horsepower, extraordinary impact is the way to do it. So for me, before I started, here was the language that I had. It's plastered all over my website. It's on my Instagram. It's everywhere. I'd say, I help people who want to be known for something stop waiting for everything to be just so. Sounds all right. It's got a little tiny little bit of juice. Week 7, listen to this. If you are a born leader who wants to stop waiting for an invitation to change the world and start soaking in the applause of your audiences, we need to talk. That's the transformation of I kind of do this thing and bumbling around and maybe not sure to like, boom, this is what I do. Notice that this isn't about how I do it. This isn't about the number of emails I send in a month. This isn't about the strategy of how. It's about what the hell am I actually doing? What do I stand for? What do I stand against? And how am I actually going to make change with my voice? You will create a large volume of really thoughtful, game-changing conversion copy that sounds like you. You will be confident that your copy sounds like your voice. So when somebody reads your website and they meet you in person or they hear you on a live, it's gonna sound like you. We're not creating copycats here. There's no carbon copies of what anybody else has said. And if you're like me, you're going to truly feel extraordinary. You're going to feel like you are different and unique and you have something truly compelling that matters. So instead of blending in with everybody else, you're really going to stand out. So if you're like me, you're a curious skeptic, right? I look at these courses and I'm like, all right, another one. Is this another one where I'm going to spend a bunch of money? I'm going to kind of half-ass it, and maybe I'll get a great sentence out of it. Maybe I'll have a nice about me page. That's not what this is. Extraordinary impact is truly extraordinary. It is the best money I have spent in a long time. I will go so far as to say it would be a bargain at double the price. So this really isn't just one more program or another couple $1,000s that you spend and say you invest in your business and you sink into it, but you don't really get anything back. This is a results-based program focused on implementation. At the end of each week, the guiding message from Wendy will be, great, you have this amazing copy. Where are you putting it? Put it on your website, put it on your Instagram, toss it on your Facebook, send it out to your groups, because that's where the magic is really going to happen, is if you implement and you try it. I will tell you that in the middle of the program, I did this tiny little switch. I changed my Instagram bio and I started using the word fluffpreneurs, and the number of messages that I got, not only did it blow my mind, but they were the right people. So the best part for me is that I'm sticking around. The cohort of people is absolutely top notch. It is incredible. This is not like programs where you join with 400 other people and maybe you meet one other person who you can connect with. This is a tailored, curated group of excellent, extraordinary business people. These are entrepreneurs who want to make a difference. And so not only is the cohort incredible, but you get a chance to soak up every ounce of brilliance from Wendy and the people in your group. And finally, if you do the work, it's going to work. So again, this is all about results. If you work, it will work. You will find people going, she read my mind. Wendy pokes and prods with these brilliant questions that just make you go like, this makes sense. Why have I never thought about it? And it's like, well, of course you haven't, because you don't live in Wendy's brain, and Wendy's brain is absolutely magical. So I'm sticking around. for the next cohort, I'm going to keep tweaking and changing. This is a place where I have never felt more excited about my copy, more confident in my copy, and more that it sounds like me. So, my final thoughts here: find the time, find the money, you will get the results. No question about that. Second thing, there are no carbon copies here. You will not sound like anybody else in this group. And that final piece is that if you need permission, here you go. Permission granted. You have my permission to soak up every ounce of brilliance from Wendy, from all of her resources, and from the group around you. This is truly a transformative experience. And I know that word is overused, but let's just revisit here. I started with I want to help people who want to be known for something stop waiting for everything to be just so. 2, if you are a born leader who wants to stop waiting for your invitation to change the world and start soaking in the applause of your audiences, we need to talk. The proof is in the pudding. So don't wait any longer. Run, do not walk. Join Extraordinary Impact, and I will see you there.